Welcome to another edition of the I Am Zone. I'm Bishop P. Gregory Shell, coming to you from Denver, Colorado. It was once prophesied over us by a nationally known prophet that all roads lead to Denver. Well, I don't know what that means, but you found your way here some way over the World Wide Web, and it's good to have you with us today. Our phone number is 303-433-0123. You can call us anytime during the broadcast or visit us on the web at theiamchurch.com. That's theiamchurch.com. You can make comments, ask questions. I'd be happy to address them on any of our future broadcasts. The I Am Zone is about a revelation of your internal divine identity. You are much more than a human attempting to have a good human experience. You are eternal spirit having a human experience. You're coming to a place where the divinity in you, the anointing in you, is dealing with the limitation of the external world. Do you know that before you were put in your mother's womb, before you took on flesh and blood, God knew you, He consecrated you, He called you, He ordained you, He gave you a divine assignment. He has designated you to fulfill something in this world of limitation, this physical, natural world. And the awesome thing about it is, He sent His Son Jesus Christ in the form of human flesh to confirm the fact that a human can live divinely on this earth for a period of time. The Bible tells us that when Jesus ascended from the grave after being in it 3 days, He led captivity captive. He gave some to be apostles, some prophets, some pastors, teachers, evangelists, and He gave to mankind the very Christos, the charismata, the anointing to humanity that He carried in Him, having been born of a virgin and having had the nature of God in Himself. You know, we go all the way back to the book of Genesis. You are created in the image and likeness of God. Now, you're not formed in the image of God. You're formed in the image of humanity, but you're created. Your created identity far transcends your formed person. You know, whatever your ethnicity is, whatever your gender is, it really doesn't matter, because we're all created spiritually in the image of God. So your created identity is your anointed identity, which is your I am identity. When Moses was leading the people out of Israel, he asked God Himself, he said, "Who should I tell Pharaoh is sending me to set the people free?" He said, "Say, I am is sending me." Well, there's a powerful thing about the I am anointing. And when Jesus came to the earth, He declared 7 times in the scriptures His I am identity. He first of all said, "I am the bread of life." Well, the bread that came down in the natural world in the wilderness was physical bread, but the word manna means what is it? Do you know you're a what is it anointing? That people have not yet really discovered the real you. There is downloaded divine technology inside of you that has yet to be discovered, that you've already been ordained to fulfill a specific purpose. And there is the provision of grace for power, provision, and all those things that you need. It's already in you. It's not something you have to get. It's something that needs to be unlocked from the inside out. What a powerful thing. So if Jesus was the Christ and you are a Christ man or a Christian, that means you're also an I am anointing. What a powerful thing. We say it all the time. Well, I'm a Christian. Or do you know anyone who's a Christian? Or I've become a Christian back then. We have no problem taking on the name Christ and applying it to men. Christ men. Anointed men. But there's another dimension. It has to do with the perceptual realm of the I am. I am an icon of God. I am a presence of God in the earth. When you walk into a room, you need to begin to understand that the Christ anointing walks into the room, that the God the Father anointing walks in that room. That's when you're the bread of life. The bread of life doesn't mean that my physical hunger is satisfied. It means my relational hunger is satisfied. That means my relational purpose is satisfied within me. So it's very common for you to be able to say, you know what? I am to be consumed, or people are to partake of me so they can partake of the Father, and so they can partake of Christ. You know, many churches, liturgical churches, serve the Eucharist every week. the thanksgiving of God, which is the bread of life. Well, that's a beautiful thing. In the ancient tradition of the church, the Eucharist is the organic manifestation of God's nature, God's presence in natural things, bread and wine, or bread and juice, or whatever particular organic elements people choose to use. But more than that, you are the Eucharist for others to partake of. What does Eucharist mean? It means thanksgiving. I am thanksgiving. I'm not just thankful. I am thanksgiving. When I say I'm the bread of life, I'm saying I am thankful for all things. This is the will of God concerning me, that I would be thankful in all things. You cannot be thankful in all things unless you have the I am perception. If you're without the I am perception, then circumstances, situations, challenges are filtered through your formed identity, which is downloaded with your emotions and your carnal mind. Today I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to begin to see yourself as bread from heaven for other people. You are actually manna falling in the wilderness of this world that other people can partake of on a daily basis, on the job, in your school, or in your business. So today, your dose of the divine is to begin to declare that I am the bread of God for others to partake of. Our phone number is 303-433-0123. Get in touch with us. Visit us on the web. We have a weekly broadcast of our Sunday I Am Church service that will really empower you and get you launched off for the week. And then you can back it up with these daily doses of the divine, these 7-minute little doses of enlightenment that will help you walk out the kingdom on earth as it is on heaven. Until next time, I'm Bishop B. Gregory Shell saying, walk out your divine I am identity and declare that you are the bread of life for those who are hungry in the wilderness. God bless you.